Okay, why should I develop or reposition my asset? And I saw this quote, I liked it. Repositioning yesterday's buildings for today's changing workforce. That could be workforce, it could be retail shopper, it could be homeowner or renter, it could be anything. Just change the last word. And that's really what everyone's doing. You're becoming more relevant. Technology is changing the way we do things. Building codes are changing. People want different things. Just perfect example is your house. Back in the day, they wanted everything compartmentalized, right? You had all these small rooms with walls separating. Now everybody wants wide open. So everything's changing. When should a commercial asset be repositioned? If you're the owner and it's being leased, it's, when leasing activities have been abnormally slow, you're losing deals to newer or more attractive buildings with better amenities. When it's time to increase the value of your asset, if you're looking to sell it, or just simply to stay competitive. In some markets, the other rents are getting 3% annual bumps, or they're just winning more deals and you're not. There's got to be a reason, right? It's either parking, location, layout, amenities, right? There's a few things that it's going to lean on. And you just got to make sure you're staying competitive with the market. So what is a good candidate for a reposition? And I just wrote, the better question is, how do you stack up to the competition, right? Because if there is no competition, they don't have anywhere else to go, you're the spot. So whether you do the updates or not, there's no competition. If you have 30 buildings in your marketplace with vacancy, then you got to make sure you're on top of your game. Do you want to stay relevant? Do you want to stay leased? Do you want to stay competitive, up to date? We used to see Class C spending money to increase the rent and attract clients. So you'd see like a Class C apartment complex in a better area. And that's what we saw the most money spent. Kind of tired, older centers, whether it be office, industrial, retail, those are where we saw the most money spent. And the Class B and A, they did it when they traded hands, or when they have a big tenant move out, they'll slowly start changing things. But lately, you were seeing the Class A, even the ones that look great, or the Class Bs that look great, because there's so many new assets coming in. They have to stay relevant and competitive. I mean, it's just the way it is. It's crazy. We've never seen anything like this. Like on any conversation you have commercial real estate wise, we've probably never been here ever before, right? Mm-hmm. And as we're going down the what people want rabbit trail, most people are wanting more open, more lounge areas, more comfort, almost across the board. You go to some of the newer offices like Google, Facebook, some of the tech companies, they have massive game rooms, massive lounge rooms. They have yoga rooms. They have quiet rooms, right? They have sleeping pods. I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff you wouldn't ever think of in the 80s. In the 80s, I mean, you better be at your desk, right? And same with multifamily. The newer multifamily, they'll have amenity centers. You go in some of these multifamily towers in downtown space, they'll have an entire floor full of amenities. So people want these things, and unfortunately as an owner, you don't have much of a choice if you want to stay relevant, because someone else is going to do it if you're not. And I said, remember, it's not about now, it's about the long-term play. And I say long-term play, but certain markets, you don't have a long-term play because things change so fast, and you constantly have to be trending upward with the trends in order to stay relevant. New York, LA, San Fran, Chicago a little bit, but not as much. Las Vegas, I mean, those guys change all the time. So just got to know where you are in the marketplace and how can you stay competitive.